Welcome back to the channel, back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to do on save and load buttons, mode buttons, and the functions. So I'll go through that right now by pressing save. Let's start with the save. So I'll press save and it brings you to this screen here, okay? So you got some options here, okay? You can save the entire memory, okay? Save all sequences and songs. Do that, you can name the song here, okay? You can save sequences, okay? So you got the multiple button here where you can press that, okay? As you can see, it says if you press multiple here, it gives you an option to save all of them. Save multis. If you've got different multis in there, it lets you save multiple. But here you can tag them. As you can see, there's a little section there on the left where you can highlight a tag. And if you press multiple, it gives you the option, okay? Gives you 3 options here. You can save all, save the modified, ones that are not saved yet, that have been altered slightly, or you can save the tagged ones. You can save programs. Again, you can either save, oh shit, you can tag them, or you can save all of them. Again, same again here with the save samples. You can save the tagged or save all the modified ones. That's it. So here, where it says disk, this is where you select what disk you want to save to. So you can save. Here, this is my removable USB at the front. Just got it named MPC. As you can see there on the right, it says USB, and it gives you the free space, what's left in the drive. Okay. Here is the folders. So this is my main hard drive here. As you can see, it's pretty arranged pretty well. But it took me ages to do this. I had to do it through Axis because a lot of my files was messed up, where when I first got MPCs, I didn't know how to save properly. And what I was doing is saving all the sequences into one folder and then the programs into another folder. And that can get really messy, especially if you've got programs with the same similar names. The samples might have similar names, like sample. If you haven't named the sample, things like that. And when you go to load, sometimes your programs can get confused and you'd have to go back all the way back through all of your files if you backed them up to fix them. So I had to do that. But some of them were unfixable. Some of the programs were unfixable, maybe 5 or 6 programs. But by the time I got into the 4000, I kind of knew what I was doing. So, because I started on the 5000. So it wasn't that hard to clean up this drive, but my 5000 was terrible. So, but I did have to clean up this because it wasn't fully neat. So I had to use Axis. So I'll show you in another video probably about Axis, how to use the Axis program with your MPC 4000. But yeah, that's the save page. So at the bottom, you also have some extra options there as well. So one of them is new, and this is the one I use if I'm saving like a project. So if I've got a song that I'm making, I will just go to wherever I'm going to go to. Let's just go in here, songs, and I will press this F3, new, Okay, I'm just gonna leave it as new folder. Okay, and then do it. Okay, and then it will pop up in here somewhere. Just find it. Here it is here, new folder. As you can see inside of it's empty. So you can either save the whole memory here, and this is what I usually do. But first of all, I make sure that I haven't got anything that I don't want to save within this folder in the project. So I'll either purge it and then save the entire memory, or if I've got things in the memory that I want to move on to next after saving, and I don't want to delete them or purge them, I will just save the single files like within the folder. So you can save the entire memory and it will save everything. It will save your multi, but the only thing it doesn't save is single sequences. But you don't need them anyway, because all your sequences are held within your all file. In case you didn't know that, you can actually go on the all file and you can pick out the sequences within that project. So even though it loads all of them at once, you can still pick single ones out and load single ones, which I'll show you anyway. So for this video, I'm just gonna save the entire memory. So it'll ask you, save entire memory, replace same files. There's no files in there to replace anyway, so that don't know. Press do it. And there you go. That's it. So now if you want to load your project, which I will show you anyway. So that's all the files there. That's everything. Your multi, your sequence, all file, okay, all your programs and samples. It saves everything. Like I said, apart from your sequences. So you can save them if you want. I'll show you how to do that now. So if I want to save these, I just press, I can either do one by one, pick out whichever one I want to save, or I can just press this multiple F5 and then all. And there you go. So that's it. Okay, so we got another option here at the bottom, utility. Okay, so here you can delete single files, which is handy. So if you save something by mistake or something like that, you can get rid of it just by highlighting it, or you can get rid of a whole folder. Okay, and then press do it, and it will give you an option. Oh, that's nothing anyway. I've got that file. So once you press delete, okay, once you press delete, once you press do it, it doesn't ask you whether are you sure if you want to delete the file. It just deletes the file straight. So be careful with this, okay? Now, you can wipe volume as well. So obviously be very careful with these options here. You don't want to press none of these by mistake, okay? I don't even want to test. I don't even want to press do it or anything like that on here, just in case. Okay, so if you definitely want to wipe a volume off of either your memory card or something like that, then you can do that here. You can format as well, quick format and full format. And you can dump your memory to CD here as well, okay? Everything, okay? Just gotta put a blank CD in, and that's it. So now let's move on to the load page now. So we just press load, okay? You have some extra options at the bottom there. We'll take you through. So here, this is where you select your disc. Okay. As you can see here, you can load from CD as well. Okay, so here you can select the files that you want to view. So you can either have all files, sequence files, multi-files, program files, sample files, or all, or folders. So we're just going to keep on all files for this. Okay. So if you want to, you can listen to stuff, obviously, with the audition button. We got an audition button here, F4. Okay. You've also got a no spin button. Something to do with the hard drive. It stops the hard drive from spinning. You got this find key as well. You can put a name in. If you know the folder or whatever, the folder might be huge, or maybe you just don't know the name of it. You can try to find it with that find option there. Pretty handy as well. But, so now I'm just gonna go back, find that folder that I just saved. Where is it? Here it is, here. So now, this is an all file, okay? This one at the top is an all file. So if I press do it here, okay, it gives me two options here. If I press do it, it will load all of the sequences and the song as well. If you save the song and arrange the song, it will load that as well. But you can also, it's also got this option here, F3, where it says sequence. So you can go into that file, that all file, and you can load a single sequence out of the all file. In case you didn't know that. Okay. So that's how you load an all file. These are just sequences. Obviously, if you press do it, it just gives you an option of where to load that sequence. There's already sequences loaded, as you can see. It's the same ones. So you can pick any one. It will just overwrite it if you go on one of these. Okay. This is the multi-file demo song. So if I press do it here, it gives me some options here. Okay. So you can either, as you can see the options there, load with programs and samples, or load multi only, or load with programs. And obviously it gives you the same option here, replace same file in memory, and it gives you a breakdown of what that is there underneath it. And there's another option at the bottom there, as you can see on F3, clear. Pressing clear will erase entire memory. So basically it erases all the samples and programs and multis if you press clear. So that's how you load a multi. Okay, so next we got a program, and this is the Bell program, right? So if I press do it, it gives you similar options as a multi. You can either load the program only, with samples, and that's it. That's the two options you get, and you get the same, replace, same sample in memory, and clear. So if you press clear, it will erase all the programs and samples. So, like I said, it gives you the same options as a multi. So next, we're gonna load up we just load up a sound. This is a WAV here, 808 bass. So if I press do it here, it comes up with some options here, okay, for loading a sample, right? So I can select a program to load it into here. Just go program 1 if I want. Or I can just load it as a sample. As you can see there, F5 load. So that will just load it into the sample memory. And you can you'd be able to access that obviously by pressing the sample key, sample mode button. Or you can make a new program, right? I'll just press that anyway. So here you can select the type of program. So for this 808 bass, I would be selecting this key group. And then you can set the name, or you can just leave it as program 3. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through with this anyway. So now it's made a new program, a key group. So here you can set the key range right here. It don't ask you to set the root note. And then you would press add to program. So I'm not gonna bother, but that's what you would do. In fact, I'll just do it anyway. And there you go, it's made a key group. So let me do it again. In fact, let me just get a drum. As I said, you can audition these samples here by pressing the audition key. So if I wanted to load this kick drum here, I could just press do it. And like I said, it gives you the option, you can load it into the sample memory straight without loading it into a program. Or you can add it to an existing program, which you select here, where it says add to program. Or you can make a new program. So press new program and then drum. And then when you press do it, and to select the pad you want, you just push the pad and then press add to program. And then that's it. Also, when you're loading a folder, okay, what you want to do is you want to go to the folder, okay, like you want to go to the folder. Go back to that folder, sorry. New folder. And then if you press do it, it gives you the options here. Okay. So if you've saved a song or a project to a whole folder, like I just showed you how, it'll give you these options when you go to load it. So you can load the multis, the programs, the samples, and the sequences. Or just the multis, or just the programs, or just the samples, or the sequences. And again, it gives you the option here of replace same item in memory. And it gives you the option of clearing as well at the bottom. So that's it. That's how you load and save. So that's it. That's how you load all types of files from an MPC 4000 on an MPC 4000. There is other files that you can use as well on an MPC 4000. Like one of them is SND files, like what I showed you before in the previous video, what I put up before. I might make another video on the other files that the MPC 4000 can load up. So yeah, that's it. Done with this video now. Peace out. I'll see you in the next video.